Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero back here again with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary, and that's right, there was a tournament on the weekend. I actually have a lot to talk about, so let's go to the tournament first. So Bike Rush held a Christmas tournament on the weekend, and we'll have the full write-up, or there's obviously some details on games replays about that. And I mean, spoiler alert, so it was a really good tourney. Played reasonably well, I thought, so I ended up finishing third. Bit disappointed not to get into the grand finals, but that was a good finish, third. Happy with that. A lot of replays to be seen on Game Replays. I'll see if I can bring some games as well, but it is Christmas coming up, so I'm gonna do a quick bunch of VODs and then gradually release them or set them to auto release while I'm on holidays. I'll be on holidays for about a week, so this will keep content going. I've been a little bit slack in the last week as well, so a new VOD was released today. This one will probably be released in a couple of days. But I don't want to talk for too long because I really want to see some gameplay here. I've got a lot of replays of my own that I want to watch as well. But we have Dirty Dutch here playing under his D account because every time Dutch plays, he has to have a different Smurf. That's just his rule or something, I don't know. And we got Harvester Spam for Nubs, or Half Spam for Nubs, which is Masterleaf because he believes that spamming Harvesters will win you every game, except when the other guy actually decides to attack you and kills you. So let's jump into this game here. We're on Twisted Rift. We are on Twisted Rift. And on the left-hand side here, we're going to have filthy, dirty, disgusting Dutch playing as the red Nod faction by the looks of things. What is he? He's going to be Black Hand. He is Black Hand. And again, Dutch probably pretty close to Unleashed, I reckon, in terms of the amount of videos he's been featured in here. Unleashed clearly would have been the most featured player. Dutch is probably the second most featured player. Does hate on me a fair bit. Don't know why. Smash the crap out of in-game, but... yeah, he can, of course, be. And we have Leaf over here, and is he Traveler? Is he Traveler? He's Traveler 59, so Master Leaf is going to be Traveler 59 here. And he didn't go for a Descent opening. Now, judging by the player status here, it looks like they selected their factions. So, again, it looks like they know what factions are going to be. And Dutch has actually built quite a few Cabals, which is imperative that he does know that he's against a Traveler player here. I'm not sure if he's planning to rush or something like that. We'll have to wait and see what happens after his War Factory comes down. Of course, Flame Rushing, really powerful versus Scrin factions. Any Scrin faction, to be honest. He is going to kill all the buzzers, so Masterleaf, unfortunately, not on point here. Masterleaf not present at the tournament as well. Gave us a bunch of dodge reasons why he couldn't be there. But he wasn't there, so... Nonetheless, this is going to be an operation center that's building way too fast to be another refinery. So it is going to be a flame open here from Dutch. Again, super common, and especially on a big map. It's versus a Scrin faction. You're probably going to see the Nod players do some kind of flame push at the start. And there's so many variants of this, it's not funny. You really don't know what he's going to do. Is it going to be one flame tank, two flame tanks? He's just going to go for nothing but flame tanks? Or is it just going to be the one Reckoner? And this is the one Reckoner thing. Now, this is the thing that Leaf came up with, or thinks he came up with. And he says, if you just go for... He's actually put one Black Hand. Where's the second Black Hand? Oh, man, he didn't even get the second Black Hand, so just stinging on it. But yeah, if you go double Black Hand in the Reckoner opening, apparently Leaf is like, it's impossible to stop until everyone figured out that one Pitbull could stop it. So Leaf there. I don't know why Leaf proclaims this all the time. Oh, GDI is the most powerful faction in the game. I'm like... Really? I mean, I don't think there is the most powerful. I mean, it's either GDI or Black Hand, I have to say, if you go by stats, I think. But all the factions are pretty good, especially on 1.02 plus. He did put a Cabal squad in there, and I was ranting a bit about Leaf, I know. It's just that it really grinds my gears a little bit there, how he proclaims things that are just totally turned out not to be the case. And this Reckoner is actually going to get stopped. It's going to get to the refinery here. And look at that. He already puts down the portal ready for the assimilator. He could even stop that. He doesn't even need it, but he did build it. And he's got the dudes over here. Buzzer Hive comes down again. Super good to actually stop this once they get the Black Hand out, because the Buzzer Hives can kill them. And that Black Hand squad just ate that Buzzer Swarm far out. That took a long time to actually kill that Buzzer Swarm. So Leaf here with he's got his one gun walker, a bunch of Seeker tanks out of him as well. Of course, you'd want to make sure you have that as Travel 59. There's a Assimilator now, doesn't really have much he can do. He's going for tier 2. He could be going straight for tier 3 unless he wants to expand. He's not actually building a tier 3. He's only got 4 harvesters. He needs more harvesters. Meanwhile, he's making his way across the map. He could be going for a push here. He's got Lightning Spike. And of course, the other thing, the reconstruction drones, which is really powerful actually when you've got a decent amount of units here. But there's going to be infantry out by Dutch. So, I mean, he could Buzzer Swarm it, but really it's going to have to be a pretty good Buzzer Swarm. Yeah, look at that. He's just drafting more and more Cabals now. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna lose to that. And Leaf is just like, you know what, I might just back off here and move down to the expansion. Dutch is actually down here as well, and there are some infantry squads here. And again, you always want to have a Cabal squad with them because it just makes them so much more powerful. Interesting that he used his Swarm ability there. There was not much infantry there at all. Again, well, maybe the $1,500 worth. Actually, probably not even the $1,500 worth. 3 rockets and a sold off barracks. That's 250. That's 3 4s 12. Yeah, 1350. No, is that right? 1450. So it was not actually cost effective there. It basically break even there. But of course he did kill a few units. And of course, Dutch now powering down the refinery. This is smart if you guys are watching this. If you power down the refinery before it finishes its animation, the harvester doesn't come out, which means these Seeker tanks can't do anything. And you're going to watch him power it up right now, momentarily, and the harvester comes out. So Scrin can't do it because their harvesters come out super fast. So Scrin can just harvest Tiberium way faster than the other factions just because their harvesters are so much more capable. They insta-spawn and they just move and they go into the refinery front first, even though, yeah, they do have to turn around when they come out, but it just seems to be shorter and less chance of any issues there if they do a 360 when they try to park, which you see GDI Nod harvesters will do sometimes. But Leaf does have a spike over here. So he did take Dutch's spike. Again, only 2 spikes on Twisted Rift. He is going for Disciple, especially not upgrading it. That bike just got killed there, so obviously trying to get some bikes out. I'm not sure if there's some more, or if that's the only one. Yeah, now getting the Disciple upgrade. Yeah, there's a few bikes here. Now, Leaf obviously knows that there's a Seeker tank there. He's probably seen them, and of course, one of them just ran into the Seeker tank. So Leaf is actually containing a Black Hand player with just Seeker tanks here. Big formation of infantry over here. We'll have to see what Dutch does, but look at this. Leaf has double ref down here now, and it's Traveler 59 and Black Hand. And to be honest, going the late game versus Traveler 59, we know that they've got recyclable units. The Prodigy is almost impossible for the Black Hand player to stop because they don't have aircraft. The only thing that they have, which is faster than the Prodigy, is buggies. And buggies, well, you know, the commando unit, the Prodigy, has so much health that you need so many buggies to actually kill it. Then it'll just teleport away. It's just a nightmare. And Bike Rush even has admitted that it's just a nightmare to get rid of a Prodigy. Traveler 59 Prodigy, it's so difficult. You could try to get it under a Rage Gen. It's probably your best option, Rage Gen it so it can't move, and then, or you can't give it orders and then kill it. So Dutch does have an expansion now, or double ref down here now. He's got an Operation Center, not going for Scorp tanks. It's probably a bit late for Scorpion tanks. You'd want to have established control by now if you want to go for those now. Cultists are coming out. Cultists are coming out by Leaf now. We know he doesn't really use Cultists that much, you know, being a Travel 59, I guess, pro player. I mean, we do see him use them on occasion, but, you know, not that often, and he is actually building them now, and they're moving down here. There is some infantry here as well. Now, the Cultist squads will be taking the Cabals and just causing problems, and he will be able to kill all these units here, so does get rid of those. Hot tip, masterleaf did release that video where he showed you how to do the mass mind control. You can actually just hold down your waypoint key and click on everything, and it's so much faster. It's like 100 times faster to do that. You just select them, hold down your waypoint key, click, 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 and you've got all those units. So waypointing so much better, I reckon, than what Leaf's method. But, you know, if you want to be like Leaf, there's actually quad turrets here now. I did see some comments in this video here about quad turrets. And he's actually got the upgrade as well, so he's got charged particle beam now. Obviously, there's a desync issue here that you can get. That actually looks really cool, doesn't it? Having quad turrets there. I never really noticed how pretty those beams look, although I'm probably whipping the screen around super quick normally. Those cultists going to get chewed up. Meanwhile, there's a battle marker up there. The bikes kind of squeeze past those Seeker tanks, but quad turrets is actually going to hold this off. And I think Masterleaf, he was having a big cry on Skype about this before. I didn't actually pay attention to him. He's sent me about 50 lines of chat, and he is actually losing harvesters here about the quad turrets. So I'm going to keep talking about quad turrets, even though Leaf is losing all of these harvesters here. There's almost no defense, and these guys getting splashed down. Has he got Ravagers? Why has he got Ravagers? Oh my god, they just completely destroyed half those bikes, and they're actually really good versus bikes. Okay, so he actually killed almost all of it. They're really fast. This is literally the fastest ground tier 1 or tier infantry you can get is Ravagers with fast legs on them. And trailing off from the quad turrets, apparently Black Hand, if they upgrade quad turrets in a certain fashion, it will never desync. And Leaf there, it just goes to show he goes in-game with friends just to test things, to find bugs. Bloody master glitcher, but we'll leave it at that. I want to see those Ravagers actually do something, and they're so fast as well. And you know, if we look at what they're good at, they're good against vehicles and infantry apparently. So, but they are pretty flimsy. They will die relatively easy, but they're so fast. You need to have them on control group. I have no idea how many it takes to kill a harvester. I think the Harvester has to actually have Tiberium in it as well, because that's what does the damage. The more Tiberium, the more it's amplified. So we're going to see some Ravagers in action here. Tiberium agitation, one Harvester goes down. He doesn't quite get the second Harvester, or he gets 2, 3 Harvesters go down. Now that only gets away. So he Tiberium agitation and gets out of there. Wow. So Leaf completely just turned that around. He lost a bunch of Harvesters up here, but he completely repaid it down there. And Tiberium agitation being used. And of course, if you haven't seen Ravagers, they've got an ability and it detonates. Look at that. It detonates Tiberium contained with any structure or unit. So anything that has Tiberium in it, that can be corruptors, or it can be refineries. I think it's even the Tiberium things on the power plants that he gets. Anything that's got Tiberium related, even dev tanks, I'm pretty sure will detonate. What's happening over here? No, it's not just the lightning spike. And there is a temporal here. There is a flame redeemer coming through. It's double flame, so it's got no healing power. And these bikes will be moving back around here. I'm pretty sure there's probably a Prodigy somewhere. There is a tech center out, so I'm not sure where the Prodigy is. But again, to build Ravagers, I'm pretty sure you only need a nerve center. I don't know if you need a stasis chamber. I don't think Leaf has got one yet. No, he does actually have one. So if we could find... Oh, Tibvane. Is he going to actually get these Harvesters? He does get... Yeah, there's 2 Harvesters did block. Oh, the Seeker Tank said another Harvester is down. Dutch getting some payback here. Meanwhile, the Ravagers are moving around. They could come in behind this infantry squad here. I'm not sure how well this is going to be. Tibcore is done, and Leaf is losing just more of these Harvesters. He needs to pull them back now. He's got these Ravagers moving around here, obviously trying something new. That one tripod is trying to move around this area here, and Leaf probably should have pulled those Harvesters off the line. He's in a little bit of trouble now. And yeah, actually, Dutch just splashed down one of his own bikes. Area mind control. The Prodigy is here. Teleports across the map. He's probably going to teleport that tripod. No, he whiffed it. He whiffed the teleport, and the Prodigy does not get the teleport he wanted to. He needs to put some buzzer hives down like right now. These Ravagers, to be honest, could probably clean up here. There's actually some ranks on them. He's actually managed to rank them up. There is a beacon over here that's going to be a vapor bomb for sure. There is a vapor bomb coming in for Dutch, and here it comes now. So it's going to land right on these structures here. It does get the tech center, so he does... Oh no, he does not lose the tech center. Wow, it's got an inch of health left, and Dutch is going to go for it. No repair comes down on the tech center. It does go down. Prodigy is here, and he does actually kill all those units, and he teleports the tripod, and he gets the EMP off, and these Ravagers now are actually doing a lot of damage, or a decent amount of damage to that Redeemer, aren't they? Far out. So, Ravagers, there you go, guys, as long as you stay away from anything that can kill them. Oh, geez, he just catalyst them, and nice scatter move there by Leaf. Does take damage, but he mitigates it. But he's going to have to back off because there's a double flame unit on this, and yeah, he kills that straight away. And look at that getting flamed down as well. These Ravagers now getting torn up by the Redeemer. And the Redeemer probably will die. Leaf could probably kill this off. There is still a Prodigy here, but I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do. The drone platform is taking some serious damage here, and he might have to lift that off. Oh no, he's going to lose his drone platform. I hope he's got a gravity stabilizer, or he's in all sorts of trouble. He can't get a tripod out either because he doesn't have a tech center. And he is going to try to kite with these Ravagers, but yeah, they're getting killed. And Dutch, all of a sudden, Dutch, remember, does not have a third expansion. He does not have a third expansion. One-shots that Seeker tank. I'm not sure if it's already damaged, but that lightning spike might actually be able to kill the Redeemer. Remember, no repairs on the Redeemer. There is no kind of engineer in there, so it will go down. So far out. This game is really weird. Bike's moving through here from Dutch now. He doesn't really have that much left. He's trying to bike buggy it now. He's like, hey, I've crippled Leaf. Let's bike buggy it. And he's actually going for shock troopers now, so he's sticking with the infantry. The Prodigy is still alive. Area mind controls, grabs another bike. Remember, these abilities just cool down, so it doesn't cost him anything at all. Of course, you want to use it at the right time. Does he have a gravity stabilizer? No, he does have 2 portals and a warp sphere, and he has access to tier 2 technology. All of his tier 2 and 1.5 is intact, so he's basically he's got no tier 4 or tier 3. And again, he can't get his shard launcher upgrades, so his vehicles are going to be pretty useless. He can build corruptors and gun walkers and Seeger tanks, but he's not going to get any upgrades for them. He can build cultists though, and they could do some damage. There is an MCV moving here from Dutch, which is vulnerable. There are some shock troopers down here. They can, of course, teleport away, and he's probably just going to grab the Black Hand squad. No, he did. He grabbed a Cabal squad. I would have thought he would grab the Black Hand squad, but no. Again, these... Oh, that was that a glitch there? I see the fuel just splashed. He teleported the cultist squad away. Did he teleport it across? He teleported it across the map. The Prodigy has repaired itself up on the warp sphere. Does he have 2 warp spheres? No, he's only got 1, so... We'll have to see how this goes. Shock troopers moving in. Of course, they could probably just focus one of these guys down. Yeah, they're going to just about one-shot the buggies, and they teleport away. And there's a lot of buggies here now. I think Dutch has caught on to the fact that, hey, you've just got infantry, really. I mean, what can you do that's good against that? I mean, Seeger tanks, Yeah, of course they will do damage to the buggies, but they don't have much health themselves. Area mind control, he's going to need that for sure. Arrow gets 4 buggies, that's nice. That is very nice. 4 buggies get area mind controlled, and there's some Tib Core bikes here, but to be honest, the Tib Core bike's going to be pretty useless because really there's nothing much for them to kill, and he needs to start focusing down these buggies because he's going to lose the area mind control on them very shortly. But no, he's just suiciding them in, and yeah, I guess that's the way to go as well. He needs to watch out, yeah, doesn't want to lose his shock troopers there, 2 infantry squads. And there are gunwalkers, of course, coming out now just to clean up these guys. But there is a Prodigy there, and the Prodigy will probably be looking to take the Black Hand squad. He takes the Cabal squad again. Interesting choice. He takes the Black Hand squad now. And yeah, that's much more powerful than just the Cabal squad. And these guys are going to move in. Meanwhile, Dutch does have this base down here. Quad turrets is, of course, still upgraded. And that's going to be a problem for Leaf. I'm not sure how many harvesters he has left. He's got a couple. He's got 4 over there, and there's another one down here. So he might actually have to rebuild some harvesters if he's planning on leeching. But Dutch has a ref down, and that's a problem there for Leaf. I think this might just slip away, although he does catch a few harvesters here, and because he has a Prodigy, so he can't afford to lose that Prodigy because that's his be-all end-all right now. If he can grab a Nod War Factory, he could convert to Nod Tech pretty quickly or pretty capably, but again, he's not going to want to send that Prodigy anywhere near those Shredder turrets because he cannot afford to lose that. Meanwhile, bikes are down here. Shock troopers do teleport in, and he will be able to clean up some of these bikes, if not all of them. That one harvester might want to just pull back there. It is going to go down. Meanwhile, Leaf just organizing himself. Gunwalker goes in just to test it, see what's going on. Again, if he tries to go for the MCV, he'll probably lose his Prodigy, and I really don't think he can lose it, even if he gets the MCV. Probably wouldn't be worth it. Lightning spikes scattered around the place, still doing some damage. So there's another one up there as well, so they're just chilling around and helping Leaf out. But yeah, he might actually have to build some more harvesters because he is running out of harvesters. Again, someone has been taking the blue tib. I didn't actually notice who's been taking the blue tib, but this game has got really fired up. Now, Dutch is on the defensive, but again, if he's allowed to solidify this base here, he'll be in great condition. And there's a lot of buggies coming down here, but yeah, it's whether or not Leaf has the ability to destroy these guys. The area mind control only gets 1. He gets just a single buggy, which is probably not what he wanted to see, but he does do some sporadic damage to those buggies there. Yeah, again, buggies can tank damage like crazy. Does manage to grab the one at the front, and he is going to probably have to pull back here. Yeah, he's got, I mean, it's really hard. What can Leaf do about this? More harvests coming out from Dutch. A second refinery is down, and Dutch is in a really good position here. Leaf does take a harvester, and he is going to teleport away, doesn't lose the Prodigy, and yeah, he's going to have to pull back. Oh, reverse move glitch there. It's going to probably cost him 1 buggy. No, he actually managed to get away with it. But this harvester here could teleport it back to his own base, but again, I don't think he wants to keep that there. And here comes the mastermind. Oh no, the Prodigy. The Prodigy does live. It does live. It's just alive. It's just alive. No, he gets stuck behind a Seeker tank. It's down. It is down. Oh man, that could be game for Leaf. I have a feeling he might just like tap out with the loss of the Prodigy, because now what's he supposed to do? I mean, he can just build assimilators, I guess, but I'm not sure how well they're going to be. And good move from Dutch to move the MCV here, so you can put Shredder turrets on the other side of the field to prevent harassment, because remember, he doesn't have stealth harvesters here. Leaf is calling the reconstruction drone, so he's going to try to fight this, but the infantry have to actually sit back. And again, there's corruptors coming out now. There's actually not a lot to actually destroy tank kind of weapon. It's all anti-infantry. And the cultists come back in to grab some more of these units here as well. And Leaf is actually holding his ground here, so that's interesting. Another Shredder turret comes up. He might just want to focus down the turret hub. And yeah, he's got some corruptors here, so he can do that. But of course, every 6 seconds, Dutch is probably going to drop another one of these, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. So a lot of charged particle beams here, not really doing much to the gunwalkers and the Seeker tanks, but there are a lot of buggies there now. He might have to focus. A lot of the corruptors are getting destroyed though, and Leaf is pushing this, but I really don't think he's going to be able to break this. Dutch just has too much stuff here, and then Leaf probably won't survive the counterattack here, and Leaf is continuing to fight right down to the very end. Buggies are starting to rank up. How's the health going? A lot of them are in the red, so a lot of them are just about to die. But again, he pushes Leaf back, and he's still microing though. He's still trying to push these guys back, and he does use the area mind control there, and a few more units now going down. So Dutch looks like he will be able to secure this game. But yeah, definitely reckon I'll upload this one just because of the Ravager use, which, to be honest, they actually did a lot of damage, and masterleaf surrenders there. So surprising that those Ravagers, because remember, he got like 3 harvesters or 4 harvesters straight away, then he killed a bunch of bikes and a ton of other stuff, and the only way Dutch really killed them was by dropping a catalyst missile on them and just wearing them down. So interesting play from those guys there. And look at that, Leaf got actually a lot more money as well, so just goes to show Leaf really pushing there. So that was a nice game, very interesting game. Not sure what you guys think of that. Units is probably a little bit not too accurate. Apparently masterleaf has has 0 units for a majority of the game, so I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, never mind. We'll that must be totally glitched. I'm not sure why it's like that. This must be a bug in the stat collecting. Structures are glitched as well because shredder turrets count as 1 structure, but when they die, there's like 4 deaths. So 18 minutes 12 seconds. Leaf got 143,000 to Dutch's 130, so he got $13,000 more. An 18-minute game, not too bad, but look, the gap was massive. He only actually brought that back at the end, so the gap here was massive. But Leaf did lose his drone platform. If he didn't lose his drone platform, he probably would have won the game because he had much more economy and he would have been okay. But anyway, that was a great game. Stay tuned to my channel. Going to bring some more videos, staggered releases. Stay tuned, of course, for the big special edition VOD, which is coming up probably after Christmas. Anyway, I'm Green Zero, and I'll see you all next time.